North Korea is a faraway country and it doesn't have anything special to offer. But even with all that, it's always in the news and people are talking about it. One of the main reasons is the government it has, and of course, the very famous leaders that ran it throughout history. After the Korean War was over and Korea turned into two different countries, this man was the first leader, Kim Il-sung. After Kim Il-sung died, his son Kim Jong-il became the second leader. And in 2011, after he died, Kim Jong-un became the third leader, the man you all know and you see him on the news all the time. Unlike his father and grandfather, Kim Jong-un wanted to be on the news even more than them. He would always participate in military parades, he would show off new weapon systems, and of course, the first nuclear weapon that was tested in North Korea was done by Kim Jong-un. When we get to April 2020, all of a sudden Kim Jong-un disappears and there is no sign of him. Of course, almost every intelligence agency around the world watches Kim Jong-un and North Korea, and they were surprised that Kim Jong-un disappeared because he wasn't being seen anywhere in public. Nobody was talking about him in the news or the newspaper, and his train or even airplanes didn't even move. Of course, after disappearing for a while, a lot of people came up with theories on what happened to him. Some say he was sick, some say he is dead, and some say they kidnapped him. When Kim Jong-un is not in the front lines anymore, another unusual person that not a lot of people knew came into power. Kim Yo-jong, which is Kim Jong-un's sister. A lot of people say Kim Jong-un is a very radical and angry decision maker, but a lot of people also say that his sister is even worse and she's even more evil. You have to know that the princess of North Korea is this lady, and if anything happens to Kim Jong-un, she is the first choice in the new leader of North Korea. The three leaders of North Korea have always been men, but why is the fourth one is going to be a woman? To understand this, you have to see the Kim family tree. Their family do not have any true freedom. Like for example, Kim Jong-un's brother, which was basically the prince of North Korea, decided to go to Disneyland in the year 2017 using a fake passport and fake name. Of course, he was caught in Tokyo and they arrested him and they basically embarrassed the entire nation and government of North Korea. Kim Jong-un knew if he went back to North Korea, they are going to kill him, which is why he started running away and he started his journey in Kuala Lumpur, capital city of Malaysia. But Kim Jong-un's henchmen found him inside the airport and decided to poison him with a special type of poison, a poison named VX. Kim Jong-un also has another brother named Kim Jong-chol, but in his opinion, he is not worthy to be the next prince. He likes Western music too much, especially the electric guitar and music like Eric Clapton's. So the next best option is his sister named Kim Yo-jong. Kim Jong-un and Kim Yo-jong had a very similar childhood. They were sent to Switzerland under a fake alias to study abroad, so they grew up in a very similar environment, unlike their other brothers and sisters that were all raised in North Korea. Another thing is that their mother was not Kim Jong-il's wife. She was actually part of the harem, and that was not a true wife, which is why he never told the public that Kim Jong-un and Kim Yo-jong is his children until he died. After Kim Jong-un becomes the new leader of North Korea, he basically makes his sister the minister of propaganda. If you don't know what that is, it's basically how to paint a picture and to make the government look good in front of the people, exactly what Joseph Goebbels did for Nazi Germany. And she has been doing a pretty good job, and she has painted a picture that her family are gods amongst men. After being a minister of propaganda and showing how she's doing her job perfectly, she became the right-hand woman of Kim Jong-un. Everywhere Kim Jong-un goes, she goes as well. Some news networks even say that she has more power than Kim Jong-un, and he's just a puppet because everything is in her control. Another way she has more power is that she is married to the son of the first general of North Korea's army. Another weird thing that you see in the news is that she's skinnier than all the three leaders that ran North Korea, and some people even say it's because she uses crystal meth. So she's a drug addict, and the reason they came up with that statement is because North Korea produces crystal meth and exports it. So they assume she uses it, but that doesn't even make any sense. What do you guys think? The funny thing is that the people next to North Korea, especially South Korea and Japan, fear her more than her brother, and it's all because the way she speaks. Every time she mentions something, it sounds much more harsh and radical. Like, for example, she refers to South Korea as a cowardly dog nation, while Kim Jong-un is the leader of North Korea and he hasn't said such a thing ever. Just like we said, April of 2020, Kim Jong-un disappeared, but after about 2 months, he came back and he was much skinnier. A lot of people said they haven't fed him, that's why he lost all that weight, but that was a joke. Maybe he was sick or he got onto a diet plan. Eventually he came back to power, and once again Kim Yo-jong became the first woman next to Kim Jong-un again. Maybe the reason why she seems so harsh and scary is that although she has a lot of power, but she's always amongst very strong men like her brother. So she has to be much more harsh than her brother and the military leaders for people to fear her. The nearby countries are very fearful of Kim Yo-jong. They say she's saying all this and she's not even the leader yet. If she becomes the leader, she's going to have access to a very powerful military that has about 16 nukes under her arms. And that seems scary. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.